Jess and Paul are out for a stroll, but they appear to be lost.
Should we just ask someone?
Excuse me, do you know this area at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit lost. We're trying to find the nearest tube station. We were over there a little while ago, but we haven't seen one. Any ideas?
You need to go, the nearest one is down the road and turn first left.
First left over here?
Uh-huh.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Obviously, they weren't really lost, and you've just witnessed a crime. Paul and Jess just pulled the map scam. So let's take another look on our hidden cameras.
You smile. I got one on the left.
Paul and Jess approached the lady at the table pretending to be lost.
I don't know. We'd probably walk past two of them. Getting a little...
Should we just ask someone?
Excuse me, do you know this area at all?
Watch how Paul spreads his map all over her table and shields his hand grabbing her phone. Before she's even given them directions, he's dropped the phone into Jess's waiting bag.
Let's go, the nearest one is down the road.
Now the hustlers wait for the directions, and once they've been given, they're on their way to look for the next mark who may have left anything valuable out on the table.
Now we should call somebody.
If you're sitting there having a coffee, there's your phone and your sunglasses, and the next minute they're not there, you're not going to realise straight away. Why? Because you're not focusing on that at that time. You're not going to notice something like that going. You're going to notice it when you have to pay, when you have to leave, when you have to get up or make a phone call. And by then, they're long gone, long gone.
Alex and Jess fancy a bite to eat, and this restaurant looks perfect. But rather than eating together, they're dining alone. This is The Pass. Whilst Alex finds somewhere to sit, Jess makes a quick inquiry.
If I wanted to book like quite a few tables, say for about 60 people or something like that, how far in advance would you need to know if I did that? Well, it's going to be like next month. Would that be enough time if I... It would, wouldn't it? You don't need to like... Well, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Jess and Alex have positioned themselves at opposite ends of the restaurant.
Can I get a pizza? I'll get the Parma ham, please.
And can I have a chicken Caesar salad but without the anchovies? Thank you very much.
They both order their meals and spend a leisurely afternoon enjoying their food, catching up on some alone time and generally watching the world go by.
Can you get a coffee, please? Coffee. Can I get a latte?
Fully sated, they up and leave. Happy with their slap-up lunch, but also because they've just successfully scammed that restaurant and its customers. And here's how. Having previously scouted the restaurant, the hustlers sourced the exact chip and pin machines that they use. With the machine in the hustlers' possession, the next stage is to get it into the restaurant.
Hello. If I wanted to...
As soon as they enter the restaurant, Jess distracts the waitress with her inquiry about bookings. This gives Alex the opportunity to swap the restaurant's chip and pin machine for his own identical one, hidden under his coat.
Well, it's going to be like next month. Next month, yeah. Is that okay? I mean, I don't want to do it just now.
As Alex and Jess wait, the restaurant is filling up all the time. And while it does, they make their final plans.
We need to start going about half an hour.
Lovely. See you in a bit.
Then all Alex and Jess have to do is sit back and enjoy their meals, whilst the waiters do all their work. Thinking that the chip and pin machine belongs to their restaurant, they take payment from the customers. But of course, that's an adapted machine. Not only designed to direct the payment into the hustler's account, but also to copy the card details and PIN numbers of any card that gets used. With that half an hour up, they decide to move on. Jess leaves first. Alex pays by card as well, giving themselves a free meal in the process. Spotting that the coast is clear, Alex reverses the switch, giving the restaurant back their machine and taking his own with all the details he needs to clear out all those people's accounts in a matter of seconds. But before that, they decide they fancy another free lunch with a side order of all the customers' bank details. Those customers had no idea what had just happened to them until we asked them to take a closer look at the small message from TRH, the real hustle, at the bottom of their receipts.
Have a nice day, TRH.
That's well bad. That's so
I would
bad.
have never known that.
It's shocking, you know, if someone had, you know, it's once in a while I'm going out to eat, but if someone had my details, they can be going out doing this every day, you know, and it's supposed to be, it's a one-off treat for us, and that makes me feel a bit angry, you know, quite frankly.
How would you tell if it's a dodgy one or not? I don't think you can tell. If someone else had my information, they could be booking a holiday, doing online shopping, anything.
That's not a comfortable feeling for the customer or for the staff working in the restaurant itself. It just proves that you have to be careful wherever you go, really.
In a restaurant, waiters have plenty of duties, and looking after the chip and pin machine isn't one of them. So quite often it's left somewhere that it's very easy for someone to get access to for this scam. And the psychology is brilliant because after a steal that takes seconds, the waiter does all of the dirty work for the hustlers. All they have to do is get a hold of the chip and pin machine again afterwards.
Restaurants need to realise that these machines are a gateway to making cash, and therefore they should be treated as cash. So make sure that you put them away somewhere safe where customers can't have any access to them.
Another day, another suburban neighbourhood that's getting a little visit from the hustlers. But the residents should be on their guard, because they're about to become the target of the Telecoms Con.
Hello there, is that Mr. Khan? Hi there, good afternoon. We're from the Fraud Protection Office.
We're from the Fraud Protection Office.
Well, they certainly know a thing or two about fraud.
Nothing to be worried about, nothing to be alarmed about. I'm here with my colleague. It seems that one of the major stores around here has been compromised. Their systems have been compromised.
Credit cards have been harvested. People have been collecting credit card information. If you use your credit card in one of the local stores,
Yeah, I do.
they basically found that a great number of credit cards have been found on a terminal that one of the employees has.
It sounds like there's been a spate of credit card fraud in the area. And apparently, these residents have their names on a list of possible victims.
Well, they've given us your name and a lot of your neighbours as well. So all they want you to do is they're just requiring people to make sure that they're not on the register that they've collected.
What we're trying to prevent is people's details coming out and being on sale on the internet.
The Marks are obviously concerned about criminals running up debt in their name.
If you could give them a quick call.
The hustlers advise them to make a phone call and check their card details are secure.
Would you be able to give them a call as soon as possible, even if you do it before the end? Because the longer you leave it, the more your credit card is at risk.
Don't worry about charges or anything. So long as you register, you won't be liable for anything that has been taken off of your card. But it's important that you register. And they'll let you know that whether or not you're in any risk. Thank you very
Have a
much.
good evening.
The residents are all grateful for the tip-off. So where's the catch? Why are the hustlers handing out all this helpful advice? Because when they told them to make the phone call, they helpfully gave them a number of a credit card task force set up to handle this spate of fraud.
What we'd like you to do is just call the number.
But that number is a direct line to losing all their money. Because it goes straight through to Jess. She's been in the hustle van the whole time, waiting for her phone to start ringing. She's even brought along call centre sound effects to add that final touch of authenticity. It's not long before the worried Marks hit the phones, wanting to check their cards and put their minds at rest.
The credit card hotline.
Hi, good evening.
The callers have no idea that they're speaking to one of the hustlers, sitting in a van at the end of their road.
I have several cards.
Several cards, okay, no problem. I can run a check on all of those for you.
Jess is happy to check as many cards as this caller can lay her hands on.
Can I just please take your full name and date of birth? Okay, can I please take the long digit number of the first card, the one on the front? Lovely.
And expiry date is...
Finally, can I have the 3-digit security number on the back of your card, please?
Yeah,
It's as easy as that. What started out as a safety tip from 2 protection officers has turned into a seriously bad day for these Marks. We told them they'd just given their credit card details to hustlers.
They got all my details. 2 card details I gave to them because I trusted them. I actually thought, oh my God, I trusted them.
I looked at their badges first, but then I went in and I called the number quickly because it was going to close, and I went through 4 of my cards.
I feel so stupid. Oh my God, I usually wouldn't. Oh my God.
The hustlers got hold of this sensitive information by setting up a fake credit card hotline. But they were actually trying to demonstrate a massive security risk. Criminals can listen to certain phone calls, even if you're calling your own bank.
Now, the way we've done this scam is we've obviously conned someone to calling us so we can get their details. But there is a way of monitoring calls without people's knowledge and completely from the outside. And it uses digital cordless phones, the type all of us use in this country. It works like this. You have a PC with a special card that's been designed to monitor the air looking for conversations between this type of technology. Now, when it spots it, it adds it to the list. And as you can see, we've got quite a lot here. In fact, we've got hundreds. Now, we can't actually listen into these conversations because it's so illegal, we would be breaking the law and would be liable to arrest. But if we were willing to listen to them, what we would do is simply save it as a WAV file, a sound file on the disk, and listen to it later. What we could also do is set the computer to actually monitor certain numbers. Once we've got the ID code for the base station, we can simply monitor every call that they make, whether it's to the bank or a private call between 2 people.
If you do have to make a phone call to your bank or any other organisation that requires you to pass on sensitive information, then try and avoid using a digital cordless phone. Use a phone that's plugged directly into a wall socket. That way you and your money can stay safe.
Our first scam involves 3 swindlers, a ring and a pub. If it works, the hustlers will walk away with some hard cash just for sitting at a bar and having a beer. This is the Ring Reward rip-off. Number 1 on the hustlers' checklist. Get themselves a cheap ring that looks like it's worth a few bob.
How much is this one, please?
This one is £5. £5?
Yes.
This little sparkler from the market will do nicely.
Thank you.
This scam depends on the mark believing that the ring is worth an absolute fortune and that the hustler will pay anything to get it back. But in reality, the ring's absolutely worthless.
Because they overhear the information told between 2 friends, it's much easier to accept that than if someone were to come up and say to you, you know, this is worth thousands.
They've chosen a quiet pub with a male barman that Jess can work her feminine charms on. Meet our victim. He'll be known as the Mark. Just a normal working day pulling pints for him. Well, so far. Jess enters the bar to get the scam into action. Her mission is to get friendly with the Mark.
It's a bit quiet in here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually the stereo is busted apparently.
The stereo?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It all sounds a bit...
I'm really sorry. Have you got change for 50?
Yeah.
I'm ever so sorry. It's all I've got. I've only got 50.
It's not a fake one, is it?
No, I promise it isn't. I promise.
It's pretty real.
It's my birthday, so I've got a lot of money on me, that's why.
It's your birthday?
Yeah. Thank you.
Pulling out the £50 note is all part of the plan. Now the Mark knows 2 things. She's wealthy and it's her birthday.
Hello.
Now Jess is joined by a friend for a drink. She is playing the role of the accomplice. Watch how she allows our hustler to bring up the star of this scam, the sparkling ring.
What did I get? I'm going to show you. Ooh, it's nice, isn't it? That is really nice. It's the one I wanted. How much was it? £3.5 grand. £3.5 grand?
Notice how a £5 ring from the market has been given a big markup and in full earshot of the barman.
She's taking me out, she's not telling me about... Do I have a spin?
The girls launch their charm offensive. This is known as the honey trap. It will make the Mark putty in their hands.
Oh, I just asked... Sorry, what's your name?
Drew.
Drew. I'm Jessica. This is Alex. So just ask me. Drew will be my stripper, won't you, Drew? Come on, let's get him some more pints and then he can come and be our stripper.
Now the Mark's been caught in Jess's honey trap and knows the price tag of the birthday ring, the first phase of the scam is complete and they leave the pub.
Thank you. Bye, Drew. See you soon.
Cue Alex and Paul. They are posing as a couple of mates having a drink. but it's their goal to get the barman to willingly hand over some cash from the till. The next move is for Jess to make the phone call to the pub.
Hello, the line.
Hi, can I speak to Drew, please?
To Drew?
Yeah.
Speaking.
Hi, Drew. This is Jessica. I was in here earlier with my friend Alex. Hi. Listen, I had a ring on me today. It was silver with a diamond in it. I don't know if you saw it. I had it at the bar with me, and it was in a black box. Yeah, listen, I can't find the ring anywhere. I must have dropped it somewhere. Or it's come out of its box. I was wondering if anyone hands anything in.
No, but just hang on a second. Let me have a...
By using his name, Jess is talking to the mark as if he's a trusted friend. This is all part of the plan to ensure he'll help her out.
You haven't seen anything, have you?
No.
It's in a little black box.
In a box?
Yeah.
It's down there.
Thanks very much.
Paul's confessed that he's found the ring, but he's not giving it up so easily. He wants to know what's in it for him.
Well, ask if there's a reward. It's a big bloody diamond.
Well, come on, it's her 21st birthday.
Oh, I don't know.
Ask if there's a reward.
Jessica,
Yeah?
we've got it.
You've got it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Whereabouts was it?
It was on the floor, actually. Someone's found it.
Someone's found it. Oh my God, thank you so much. Listen, oh God, listen, just tell them I'll give them a £200 reward, whoever it is. I really will. I've been so panicky. I've been looking absolutely everywhere for it.
Yeah.
With Jess promising to return to the pub with the reward, the mark should now play directly into the hustler's hands.
I don't want it, but, you know, I mean, come on. You take it to the barman, he'd give you money for it.
No. Yeah. So she's got 20 quid for it.
20 quid?
20 quid.
As the hustlers were hoping, the barman has lied to them and said Jess is offering just £20 reward for the ring. This means he's definitely on the hook. He wants to make some money out of this situation, so shortly he'll be offering to buy the ring.
Come on, it's like, if I had lost that, I'd want more money than that. I mean, come on.
Really?
Yeah, come on. That's a beautiful ring. I don't know anything about rings, but that's got to be worth a lot. No.
To go.
50 quid. If we were dishonest, we'd have taken it by now.
Well, I didn't even have to ask her for a reward. She said, look, I'll give whoever that person is 20 quid.
50 quid.
50 quid would be better.
I reckon, yeah, 50.
With some hard persuasion from our con men, the mark agrees to £50 and gets it from the till. And he hands over the same note Jess paid with just a little earlier.
Thanks. You're doing the right thing.
They've not earned as much as they planned, but our hustlers are still £50 better off for just half an hour propping up the bar.
All right. Cheers. It's a nice ring. I'd have paid more for that.
They leave the barman to await Jess's return. How long will it take him to realise that he's been scammed and given away money that isn't even his? But this scam has a lot more potential. Some people have made a living from it.
A few occasions we got results. Basically, the few times that we did get results, the governor's asked us to come back. Asked me to come back the next day, and he'd give me £2,000 for this ring. That's a good scam. That works. That one.
It's a busy evening in this popular bar. These happy revellers are out to relax and have a good time with their friends. Little do they know that for some of them, the evening is about to turn sour. This is the DVD Extra. Jess is on her way to the bar, but she's not here to socialise.
Hi girlies, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you watch movies? Yeah. You're interested in buying some really good copies? We've got them straight from Thailand. £3 each. I've got...
Looking like she's come straight from the market, Jess has got a bag full of pirate DVDs.
Oh, the Vinci Code, have you seen that? No? I'll make you a little pile anyway, things. That one, reader? Are you interested in any of these ones? They're £3 each, or 2 for £5, or 3 for £7. Yeah. Really
Jess's rock-bottom prices and persistent manner have paid off.
Hey, you'll love that. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
This lady buys 2 discs for £5. Jess's next customer isn't so amenable.
This is the one. That's £3.
He buys just 1 DVD for £3.
Are you interested in any DVDs? Good copies?
And these guys take a bit of persuading too.
Okay, that's £3.
Another meagre £3 for Jess.
Do you watch DVDs? Yep. Have you seen it?
She presses on, but it's slim pickings in this pub, and at this rate, Jess is in for a long night.
You sure? That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That is £2 for £5.
No only selling a DVD to a police officer. You're
Oh, you know what? I knew I recognised you from
boys,
somewhere.
It looks like her long night might be spent in a police cell. But this scam hasn't just come to a premature end. It's about to get started. Because that undercover policeman is Alex. And he's not the only plainclothes copper in the pub.
Recognised you from somewhere. Bloody hell.
No, only so.
Paul and Alex had been there all along, keeping an eye on who bought the dodgy discs and waiting to make their move.
This has happened again and again and again. I'm not even going to read you your rights because you know you bought
Do you know
one.
what? I knew I recognised you from somewhere. So.
Yeah, exactly. Now sit down and be...
After slapping the cuffs on Jess in full view of everyone,
Everybody else?
Hello?
the boys start dealing with her customers.
Sit down and be quiet.
You, shut it.
All right? Right.
It's a miracle
you
right
bought
there.
a couple?
All right.
Did you buy a couple?
How many did you buy?
But they're not interested in making more arrests. They're here to make money.
It's an on-the-spot fine.
Usually buy DVDs inside a pub.
The boys' fake ID and confident manner quickly convince the marks that this is a genuine police raid.
Okay, can I have the DVDs?
And to avoid any complications, the local police force have been made aware of this scam taking place.
Okay.
What's your second name?
How many did you buy? 2.
The boys take back the marks' DVDs as evidence.
All right, Daniel, you got an on-the-spot fine of £50. You can pay it or you can come with us. Your choice.
Apparently, the offence of buying a pirate DVD carries an on-the-spot fine of £50.
Sign there. Okay. £50, please.
As a further convincer, each mark is made to admit liability by signing an official-looking piece of paper.
All right, boys, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to find that money.
These boys are struggling to find the cash.
You boys found the money yet? He's lost his wallet. This guy's lost his wallet.
You've lost your wallet?
But Alex wants the money now, so he quickly comes up with a plan.
There's an ATM, I suggest you use it. Your friend stays here and come with me.
He's so determined to get his hands on their cash, he's going to escort the mark to a local ATM.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. How much you make today?
Anxious to avoid handcuffs and a trip to the local Nick, the mark is more than grateful for the opportunity to withdraw the cash.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, Paul collects the 2 fines from the other marks. Total £100.
Can you get these handcuffs off me, please? Excuse me. Hello? Can you please get these handcuffs off me?
The hustlers are almost home and dry.
Come with me. I bet you're getting sick of this. Come on. I'm sick of arresting you
Can you
all
not
week.
please not grab me like that?
All that's left to do now is for Paul to relieve the final mark of that brand new 50
Remember what we say, don't do it again.
and confiscate the DVD he bought. The hustlers have just made £150 in a matter of minutes. And once the cuffs are off Jess, they're free to hit another bar down the road. It's going to be a lucrative evening.
I don't even know where the police came from. They were just kind of 1 minute she was selling us DVDs and then she walked away and next minute they just came out of nowhere. So I think they were already there, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention to her.
It all happened so very quickly and I don't think he really had time to sort of like think, oh, hold on, what's going on? It was like...
Get your money out, stop you getting carted away.
Basically, yeah.
Well, it's a fixed penalty notice from the Metropolitan Police. Notice of opportunity to pay fixed immediate penalty.
Criminal Justice and Police Act. He signed it and I signed it and gave it to me. If they're running that kind of scam and doing 150 the minimum in each pub, they're on thousands.
Many people are tempted into buying pirated DVDs because of the rock-bottom prices. But the hardest bit about this scam is not getting people to buy the DVDs, but convincing them that we are real police officers. Now, arresting Jess in front of everybody is the biggest convincer because it's so brazen. It's done in broad daylight in the middle of a pub. And that's what makes the scam work so well.
The best way to avoid this situation is not to get involved in the first place. Don't buy pirate DVDs or anything that you know to be illegal, and that way, scam or not, you're not going to lose any money.
An ordinary suburban street and an ordinary van belonging to TRH Satellite Solutions. The only thing that's out of the ordinary is that these satellite engineers don't actually have any customers. Not yet, anyway. This is the satellite switch off.
What this one? There's a big dish. Let's go for this one.
In this TV-loving nation, it doesn't take Alex and Paul long to find a home with a satellite dish outside. Alex picks up his toolbox and gets to work. But why would anyone need an engineer when there's nothing wrong with their satellite signal? Someone in this house is about to find out.
Hello there, good morning. I'm a satellite engineer. I've had a report that they've switched you off.
I wasn't aware of that.
Do you want to have a check? Yep. That's all right. Where is it you're at? Okay. I've had a report that there was a problem with the payment of the bill.
This is the first the Mark has heard about any problems with her satellite TV, so she checks the signal.
Could you go into the menu for me? Just have a look. Oh yeah, so that is just go. Let me just call the office. Maybe they've made a mistake, in which case I can leave you alone.
Everything seems to be working normally. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the account after all.
Hello? Yeah, I'm at number 18, and there is no disconnection at the moment. Everything's working perfectly. All right, they're saying the September bill has not gone through, and it is scheduled to be disconnected today.
All right.
Well, I'm here, and there's no disconnection. Okay.
But then, the picture's gone.
Okay, no, it has gone.
And there's an error message on the screen. So Alex was right. She has been cut off.
I'm here with a lady now. Do you want to have a word with her on the phone?
He hands her over to a colleague in the accounts department to sort out this unfortunate mess. But this lady's day has just gone from bad to worse, because she's not really talking to the satellite company. She's just been put through to Jess, back at Hustler HQ.
Okay, well, I can see on my screen now that your account hasn't actually been paid for the last 3 months, and you are scheduled for disconnection today, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, it's direct debit that normally pays it, so I can't understand why it wouldn't have been paid.
Well, we have had a few account errors in the past where people have actually paid, but it hasn't shown up on the screen.
Right, okay.
Actually, looking at the account, I think there may have been a mistake. It looks like your payments are actually up to date. We can reconnect you, but it's going to take a week to go through the investigation department.
Okay, so I've got to go a week without Sky.
So, there's been some kind of a mistake with the Mark's account, and it's going to take a week to sort out. Unless...
Well, the other option is that we can reconnect you now, but we are going to have to take your credit card details.
She doesn't look convinced.
Oh, okay.
Now, under these circumstances, we're not going to take a payment from the card, but we do need the card on file so that we can reconnect you.
Okay, bear with me 1 second, I'll just get my purse. 1 minute.
Do you want to hold on?
Yeah, take a seat.
Now happy that the reconnection fee won't actually be charged to her card, she goes to find her wallet.
Hello.
Hello there. If you could give me the long number on the front of the card, please.
She gives Jess the necessary card details.
Expiry date. And lastly, the 3-digit security number on the back of your card. That's wonderful. We should be reconnecting you within the next couple of hours.
Easy. One happy customer. But she's just given her credit card details to a complete stranger on the phone. All the information a criminal would need to run up thousands of pounds of debt on the Mark's account.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Time to get out of there.
Bye-bye, have a good day.
It could turn out to be a very profitable day for these engineers, driving around and looking for more houses with a satellite dish. But how did Alex know that the lady's signal was about to go dead? That's where Paul came in. who was loitering outside near the satellite dish. He could just see inside the front room without being spotted.
There is no disconnection at the moment.
After giving Alex a prearranged 30 seconds on the phone, he used some pliers and just cut the satellite cable. It was as simple as that.
I feel a bit silly that I fell for him taking my credit card details, but him being on the phone and having someone on the other end of the phone, I did ask questions about it, but it all seemed very, very real, I suppose.
This scam is so convincing for the marks. We've got Alex turning up in his uniform with a toolbox, and then one minute they're told that their satellite's going to get cut off, and the next minute they're disconnected.
Don't be easily convinced by a name badge and some phony credentials. If someone turns up at your door unexpectedly, call the company yourself with a number that you get from the phone book or from the internet. Just don't use the number that they give you.